is Friday night.
Friday night. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, we're all off. We're thrown off.
It's fine. It's fine.
I will say, like, not having the whole day to like prepare and like slowly amp myself up, like,
Got you all fucked up.
yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does.
Yeah, it's got me kind of hyped.
Really?
Not gonna lie. Yeah, because I was busy all day. I wasn't like, all right, I gotta wait. It was like I was working, and then I was home for a little bit, and then I'm here.
Yeah. All right. While this is also still fresh in my brain, before we forget, because this is something we were literally just talking about.
Yeah.
The porn title for this movie, Day of the Head.
Ooh,
Lay of the Dead.
Oh,
Way of the Dead.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought of it too.
All right,
Any want to take a run at that?
man.
Those are the two best, I think, right there.
All I can think of was like Spray of the Dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
Fucking gross.
that works.
It's the Golden Showers special.
Spread is also an option. Don't forget
Oh,
spread.
Day of the Spread.
Day of the
Spread,
Spread.
Yeah, I think that might be the winner. That
All
might be
right.
the winner. Yeah,
Day of the Spread. Anyway,
that's gross.
I like that we just started this off by just boom, getting right to the rock bottom.
It's only up from here.
Yeah. It's-
Story of my life.
Whatever.
Yeah, no. What's going on, everybody? We're talking Day of the Dead. This is our fourth time into. No, this is our fifth because we have.
We did the Tony Todd remake of Night of the Living Dead. We did the original Night of the Living Dead. We did Dawn of the Dead. We did Land of the Dead.
So this is number
This is
five.
number 5, yeah.
This is the last of the core.
Last of the ones I want to watch, yeah.
Yeah. We'll unfortunately get to those latter ones.
We'll do
But
it.
of the core like Romero movies,
Yeah.
of the core 3 anyway, like the original 3.
Yeah, the remake wasn't George, but I can almost guarantee it had George's blessing.
Oh yeah, I think 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have differing opinions on where this one stands.
Way up there.
It is way up there. It is right behind Dawn of the Dead.
Not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me. This is aliens all over again. And I will concede, okay?
Yeah.
Aliens is not a bad movie. It's just my least favorite of those movies.
I want to.
I love Day of the Dead a lot more than Dawn of the Dead, but Dawn of the Dead is fucking amazing.
I have to give a shout out to one of our podcasting, higher ups, who I heard this on, who heard say this the other day on Fat Man Beyond podcast. Mark Bernardin said he's like a writer. If it was for like Entertainment Weekly, he's written a bunch of comics, like movies and TV shows. I think he did season 2 of Picard. Don't hold that against him. He was talking about how he's explaining how Aliens is the greatest like action movie ever made.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Anyway.
It's not the greatest Alien franchise movie ever made. It's a wonderful action movie with aliens in it.
I will say, watching this today is the first time I've watched this movie in a very long time.
Yeah, I do. I love this one. I can't watch it a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's because it's so intense, I think.
Yeah. It is like it did like get under my skin a little bit, like just with like the aggravation and just the tension. So yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
But no, Dawn of the Dead is definitely still firmly my favorite of these movies.
Dawn of the Dead, I'll give you, is probably the more entertaining movie. Where this one scratches a different itch. Like I like this one because it's a heavier tone. It's darker. The special effects are way better.
Oh, for sure, I'll concede that. Yeah.
It's a different vibe.
Most of the zombies aren't blue, so yeah.
No,
like,
they go for more green in this one, grayish green. Yeah.
No, the thing like I think I like the most
is that alligator.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, crocodile.
I didn't see the nose. You can tell by the nose.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, they're in Florida, so what do they have in Florida?
alligators.
So it's probably an alligator.
Yeah. No, the thing I think I like the most in a good zombie movie is the breakdown, like the breakdown of society.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I don't hold this one as like in high regard as I do like Dawn of the Dead.
Well, yeah, they're already broken down.
Yeah, like Dawn of the Dead is like the very like last like grasp of like a firm society. Like it is just like they're about to just lose everything.
Yeah, because you watch Night and then everything's starting to
That's
get
the
weird.
initial breakdown, yeah.
Everything's starting to get weird, and then you have Dawn where everything has gone to shit.
Yeah.
But there's still like there's hope. There's no hope in this fucking movie.
No, they're fucking done for.
Yeah.
That's another thing that really aggravated me about this movie is that like fucking Rhodes is so hellbent on this mission where like, dude, look around.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a fuck, dude? Everything you guys should be doing should be like growing food, maintaining and like strengthening the fences, and like just making sure you have water and anything else you need to live.
Yeah, because Rhodes is he's a piece of shit, but he's kind of a complicated character, because is he doing like the super soldier I have to follow my orders thing, or is he like just so dedicated to I'm in charge, or what is his deal? And you don't really get it through the whole movie, but you know that he's driven by something. It's not just like, well, whatever, we're stuck in this situation, let's make the best of it. It's definitely not that.
Yeah.
Like there is something driving that character. You just don't quite know what it is.
Well, I think
but then he's a hard ass.
Yeah, I think it's like just an underlying aggravation at the mission, and like he's projecting that onto the fucking scientists.
Yeah. Because
like he even says like, and he's not wrong, like you guys have lost one person, we've lost 5.
Yeah.
Like he's griping about like, why are we going to get these things? We're losing guys doing that.
Yeah.
The doctor's just chopping them up. Like,
yeah, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. What are we getting out of this? He's never gonna fucking get a cure, like, or whatever he's looking for.
Right.
So he's 100% not wrong there. He's just going about.
The way he does it is really shitty, because he goes to this like extreme, like what I say is law, basically.
Yeah, I think
it's not what it needed.
It's that like just that like insanity that starts setting in from being isolated.
They're all cracking. Like,
yeah.
So I think what it is, so like in Dawn of the Dead, you have the societal breakdown, right? You see the world starting to go to shit. In this, you see the people starting to go to shit.
Yeah.
Because I think it just kind of transitions over into like, everybody that's left, they're just slowly losing their fucking minds, because what else is going to happen?
Yeah.
Which I like, and it lends to just a more serious tone, a darker tone. And I got to tell you, like, Dawn of the Dead is so good, but there's too much comedy in it for me. Like, not that it ruins the movie or makes the movie bad or anything, but like, this is more what I want.
Yeah, it's a completely different tone of a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I will never disrespect Dawn of the Dead and say it's a bad movie or anything like that. But
pardon me.
It just has some moments that I question. Like, why is there a pie fight? Why is there goofy carnival music?
Yeah.
And I guess, like, break the tension, whatever, levity, those people sometimes need to cut loose, I suppose. But when you're doing a horror film, it can be too much. And I think in Dawn of the Dead's case, that was too much.
Even like with those things, like I think Dawn pulls off that underlying sense of dread like a little bit more that like I think you feel in the first movie, and I think you feel it the most in Dawn, of like the dread of the impending collapse. Again, it's the breakdown.
Yeah, absolutely. Like
I in Night of the Living Dead, it's like, all right, we got this, like, all right, we got this.
Yeah.
In Dawn, it's like,
yeah,
we got this?
I don't think we've got this.
Yeah. And this, there's, like you said, there's just no hope. There's just
it's
nothing.
Bleak. It's a very bleak film. Yeah. Also, in this movie, like the zombies aren't really the threat. Like they're
No,
here.
it's each other. Yeah.
They're here. They're a plot element, and they're executed well. Like I don't know that I want more zombie than I'm given in this. I think it's a good ratio of like human drama to monster drama.
Yeah.
Where Dawn of the Dead, you needed more zombies. Like that movie was driven by the fear of the zombies, and that was a major plot point, and that executed that super well. This one, I like that they pulled it back a little bit. Give me the breakdown of the people.
Yeah.
And then give me some zombie action. Like yeah, it's give and take. Like there's a push and a pull. I love watching him just absolutely fucking break down. What's his name? Sanchez?
I fucking hate that character.
Whatever the fuck.
There's a lot of characters I just.
He's
fucking
despicable.
hate.
Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
a fucking bitch, but you see that he's losing his grip on reality. Like it's not really his fault. You just don't like him because you, as humans, we're drawn to people who are stronger. We're not like, I want to be just like that guy who's having a fucking mental breakdown.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he can't handle it.
Yeah. No, this scene like really frustrates the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Like everybody's just acting so fucking stupid.
Oh yeah.
Clearly this guy cannot handle the fucking task he's being given. And like the other guy's just, the fucking leader there, Steele, is just being
Steele.
so fucking gung ho about like, no, we can't have the girl do it. Like, no, like,
Yeah.
dude, again, look around.
Yeah.
Fucking, who gives a fuck who's doing it?
What's your option?
Clearly this guy can't fucking handle it, which it leads to fucking trouble.
Yeah.
And this is the other thing. Why? Why do you have a cavern full of fucking zombies, like next to where you're living? It's nothing but a threat.
Well, it's nothing but a threat. It is explained story-wise.
What did they say? I think I missed it.
Well, because they have them there because that's what they're using as their study group.
Oh, yeah, but still, like, why? Like, there's so fucking many of them in there. Like, it just makes no sense. And to, like, again, to not have somebody just once or twice a day walk the perimeter of the fence with a spear and just boom,
Yeah.
boom,
Yeah.
boom. Like,
I don't know. There's also there were massive rewrites to this movie and edits and things because like they didn't have the budget that they really like scripted for, and so they had to tone shit down by like half. Like I want to say this is actually made for roughly half the amount of money that he was hoping to get.
no shit.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Yeah, famously, like there was like just like a giant like zombie army that they were gonna have, and like these big giant external shots and shit like that.
Oh, man,
They just-
that would have been cool.
If he made it a rated R movie, he would have had it,
Yeah.
but he didn't want to sacrifice, so he made it an unrated movie for half the money. Which, fucking A, George Romero.
Yeah.
He's punk as shit.
Yeah. But, like, I mean, like, that is a hard question of, like, does that cut into the quality of the movie? Like, I respect that.
To a degree, yes.
Yeah.
He wasn't able to execute his vision completely.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're not going to get some of the gorier shots of, like, dudes getting ripped apart. But,
Yeah.
like, I think we see that like, 3 times within, like, 10 minutes in this movie.
Yeah.
And, like, all right, like, once is cool. All right, twice is still kind of cool. Now you're just getting repetitive on the fucking last one. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I love watching it because it's so well done.
Yeah.
It's so well done. But you've got minor shots that are super gory too, like all of the lab stuff. The dream sequence where he rolls over and his guts fall out, just like the other zombie. Things like that. I don't think he would have been able to get away with on an R rating.
There's a really cool shot. I think it's right after they first get trapped in the pen, where like in the cave with all the zombies.
Yeah.
Where like they cut the head off of one of them like with a shovel.
The shovel, yeah.
And like you see the head like on the ground upside down, and like the eyes blink as it's like sitting there, like
Yeah.
because they didn't kill the brain, they just fucking sliced.
Yeah,
the fucking...
you put the shovel spade in the mouth.
So it's just the top of the mouth like up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks. That's a really cool shot.
Yeah, that's because Greg Nicotero is awesome. Who is actually in the movie too?
Yeah, he's one of the soldiers.
Yeah, pulling double duty. Probably wasn't paid twice.
Oh, it's like Tom Savini. I mean, he did that in fucking Dawn of the Dead. You know,
Sure did. He did that in Maniac as well. I'm pretty sure he killed himself in Maniac. Maniac is cool.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I can't remember the guy's name, but he was the main character there, the fucking maniac.
The maniac.
Titular maniac. It was the same guy that played like the loan shark in Rocky. You know, like
it's been so long since I've seen Rocky.
Oh man. The guy, he pulls him into his Cadillac. He says, "Hey, if I ask you to break a guy's thumbs, you know, you're supposed to break his thumbs."
Yeah. It's legit probably been at least 10 or 15
That is way
years.
too fucking long.
Yeah, since I've seen Rocky.
What are you doing with your life?
Watching other stuff. I watched that movie a lot when I was a kid because it was on HBO a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I
It
just
was on
haven't-
regular cable too, you bougie fuck.
Yeah.
Of course, when you're watching it on cable, you probably don't get the line, "Take her to the zoo. Retards like the zoo." What are you laughing at, Art?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Uh-huh. That's a deep cut joke from our youth. I don't know. I vibe with this movie more than I vibe with Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
And again, to take absolutely nothing away from that movie because it's a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah,
a
no,
classic.
again, I'm just saying, not to take anything away from this movie. This is just like in my, of this buffet of awesome zombie movies.
Yeah.
Like, this is the mashed potatoes to the fucking hand carved prime rib.
I see this as like, this is like the Temple of Doom of the Romero verse. You know what I mean?
All right.
It's kind of the underdog. It's a lot darker. Not as many people respect it.
Yeah.
Like the way they do the other ones.
Yeah.
But
the other thing that really fucking gets on my nerves is like, I do not like the smart zombie in any zombie movie. Like I don't like that is just like people just there are people who don't like fast zombies.
Yeah.
I don't like smart zombies.
I am one of those. I don't like fast zombies.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's something that I don't jive with. And I think it's because I had slow zombies for so long. Like that's just what a zombie. Excuse me. That's what a zombie is for me.
Yeah.
And then when it's a virus, and then they run really fucking fast. It's like, I get what you're doing.
Like the 28 days later zombie, like
Yeah.
that. That's not your traditional zombie, but I think like the Zack Snyder fast zombie is a good fast zombie example.
Yeah.
Like in the Dawn of the Dead remake, and we can do the Dawn of the Dead remake. We can fucking. I never even think of that.
We can do the Day of the Dead remake.
No, we cannot.
I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh boy,
it is not good. Not good.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, no. But no, I think like both Dawn of the Dead and Army of the Dead, I think those are good examples of fast zombies.
Army of the Dead pulled it off really well. There was something about that Dawn of the Dead remake that just bugged the shit out of me, and I can never.
Oh, really?
I can never put my finger on it.
Man, I think I did enjoy it.
I might have to give it a rewatch because I saw it when it was new, and it just kind of pissed me off for whatever reason.
I think like the experience that I had when I watched it for the first time in the theater was also like contributing to how much I do enjoy that movie.
Yeah,
that came out in like 2000,
2002,
maybe like 1 or 2.
Yeah,
I was still in college, definitely, because I went to visit Evil Geeks Nick at his college in Oswego.
Yeah,
it was like a fucking blizzard. So we just like the theater was like a couple doors down from where he lived. So we just like got food, fucking in the middle of this blizzard, walked up and watched fucking Dawn of the Dead. Like
that's chill.
That was pretty. Like, we were pissed, fucking drunk.
Yeah.
But yeah. That awesome experience. But again, I do enjoy that movie.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I said. I'll have to give it a rewatch because when it first hit DVD, I think my dad bought it or something like that. Because he was a big fan of Dawn of the Dead too.
Yeah. I love that scene with the fucking Richard Cheese version of Down with the Sickness. God, I love it.
It's so wild. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Back to Day of the Dead. What else is there to say about this?
Before
we do that, anything good going on in chat? I see some
Frank
chatter.
Welker, Wonder Hour, is...
what's going on, guys?
Loved the 28 Days and Day of the Dead remake only for the fast zombies.
Okay. See, like, the 28 Days Later zombie, like, I do like that movie, but I can see how, like, your zombie fundamentalists aren't going to enjoy that because they're not technically zombies. They're not the dead. They're just these infected humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was really against that movie when it came out. I still don't really enjoy it, but now I can look at it from like an outside perspective and go, okay, this is a well-made, like really kind of scary movie.
Yeah,
it's just not for me. I think that
I thought for sure that'd be a little bit more up your alley with the whole like. Again, like the ending of that movie with the tension between the soldiers and them, like just like increasing and fucking,
I'll have to give it another watch because I saw it when I was younger and a little more like, if it's not what I want, then I don't like it kind of personality, which I think a lot of us have when we're younger.
Yeah.
Right? The older you get, the more accepting of other things you get. So maybe I won't be such a fucking chode about it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Art. But thanks to the Frank Welker guys for coming by too.
Yeah.
Anything else going on?
Just my wife chiming in on occasion. She thinks the fast zombies are good for jump scares. Not wrong.
Yeah,
that's true.
I just think that fast zombies / rage zombies should be considered a separate type of monster.
Yeah.
From regular zombies and evaluated on a different scale.
Yeah, the zombies are the living dead, like the Walking Dead.
Slow,
unless you go back
corpses.
to voodoo zombies.
But yeah, that's more of like the human, like human under the influence. That's closer to 28 Days Later zombie than like
it's true.
What we think of as like a typical zombie.
Yeah, I mean, like this Romero, I believe, kind of invented the whole fucking thing.
Pretty sure. People say Carnival of Souls, but like I don't agree with that. Like that's a completely different movie.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Nobody dances in Night of the Living Dead. That's all I'll say about that.
I don't know. I really like Bub. I know you're not a fan of the smart zombie,
zombies,
but you see him as a part of an evolution. Like it's not just like, oh, he's brilliant. Like you see, he's dumb as shit. He's just kind of flashing back some memories that he had and acting on those.
Yeah, still, I don't want it. Like you should, like
yeah,
they're dead. Like they're driven by instinct, and that's it. There's no memory. There's no like teaching it anything. It's just a fucking.
But that's
like it's just like he even says like
that's so linear though. Like, and I get it, but don't you want something that's just like a little different? Like it's a little different.
Not in this case.
Why?
I don't know. I can't explain why. I just don't want your teachable smart zombie. Like, again, call me a zombie fundamentalist, but like, a zombie should be a dead fucking human. Like, there's no reasoning with it. There's no teaching it. It just needs to eat something. Like, that's all. Like even Return of the Living Dead. Like, those are smarter zombies. They can talk, but that's more like they even say like, why do you eat for the kill the pain? Like, it just kills the pain.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me you don't think Shaun of the Dead is a zombie movie because they can be taught?
Oh,
he didn't say he doesn't believe that they're zombie movies.
Fuck.
He said he doesn't like them. Now,
so you don't like Shaun of the Dead because
fuck you, fuck you.
teaches them to play video games.
I end this argument now. Bam!
That was my last night of the show, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure working with you all.
You show up next week. What's that smell? It's just like a fucking rotting corpse.
Oh.
You're about to become scenery, bitch.
If that's not a quote from something, it needs to be a quote.
I don't know. Closest I got is Welcome to Primetime, bitch. Name it. Name the movie. Arthur.
great.
Is that The Running Man?
No, it's
No.
not the running. God, I'm so disappointed in the two of you.
I don't know.
God damn it! It's one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Where he grabs the girl,
Smashes
her into the TV.
It's the third one. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
the third one. Yeah.
See, now I gotta watch those all again.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Annually, you should.
I had that
pretty much.
again on.
Get your prostate checked. Watch Nightmare on Elm Street. Like it kind of goes hand in hand.
I had that on VHS like secretly when I was a kid. I recorded it on HBO one night, like labeled it something else.
I'm not supposed to be watching this.
Yeah. Oh,
God
titties in this. Let me just.
Just a couple. Just
Yeah.
a couple.
That's all you
I mean,
need.
Nightmare on Elm Street was usually pretty good for excessive violence and a mild amount of titty.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, on the other hand,
Yeah. Tits.
tits and gore.
Isn't that the background? Tits.
It's gonna be our next neon sign.
Live nudes.
Nobody wants live nudes of anyone on this show.
Nope. Nobody wants that. Unless
That's why they get them.
we start hiring dancers. That's
Hey, not a bad idea. I am not opposed.
You want to drum those numbers?
Yeah. We'll work on trade. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
yeah. We'll have great streaming numbers and divorce papers.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Which we can pay for because we've got way better streaming numbers.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
He's got no place here.
Has left the chat.
I like these guys. I hate that what I'm assuming is a fake Jamaican accent. It has to be, or he is the worst Jamaican ever. Some sort of Caribbean. That's so bad.
Steele looks so much like John Goodman. Like, I really wish
Yeah.
it was John Goodman.
You know, but John Goodman didn't look like that then.
But he could have been like that intense, like, you know.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be good. That would be some dream casting.
John Goodman is Steele.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fake Dudley Moore would be real Dudley Moore. What else? Ooh. Who else would we cast in this movie?
Ooh.
What about the Doctor? Who would you cast as the Doctor? Because
gotta be,
he's
like-
cast pretty well as it is.
He is, but I want somebody who's gonna fucking really like chew the scenery and be like awesome at it.
I mean, now, perspective, at the same year, you've got Jeffrey Combs doing Reanimator.
he would be awesome. You know, this is gonna be like kind of odd. Like, I think if we're dream casting,
I like an older guy in that role though.
Christopher Lloyd,
Ooh,
right?
maybe,
Yeah,
maybe
because he could like. I think he'd really pull off the like.
the manic.
Yeah, like this is all scientific, and then like once every now and again let that out. Like, no, this guy's going fucking crazy. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's not bad. It's
Yeah.
not bad. I'm trying to think of who's like an older guy at this time. Is 85.
I say go
Yeah.
dream like cast the person at their any age like you
Okay.
want them.
Ooh, yeah.
Like this dude,
Like
Nathan
Rhodes?
Fillion.
No,
Oh
no,
dude.
I don't see Nathan Fillion as that. Nathan Fillion's got too much charm.
He's
would
very
ooze.
rarely a bad guy, but when he is a bad guy, fucking awesome.
When has he ever been a bad
He's
guy?
a bad guy on Buffy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was
I
like
never saw
the like the second, not the big bad, but like the mini boss
No shit.
of the season. Yeah.
All right.
Is he like a priest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the dude who pokes out Xander's eye.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Who would I want as Rhodes? God damn, that's a tough one. Because I mean, like, this guy does it really well. Like, nobody in this movie is bad in their role. It's not.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
not
yeah,
why we're
no.
like recasting it. But like, who would be great as that? Christopher Walken, maybe, before he got like really fucking crazy.
Like Deer Hunter.
Like
Christopher
Deer Hunter,
Walken?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
or like young De Niro. Young De Niro would be pretty fucking good. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
has some Taxi Driver De Niro vibes right there.
Yeah.
See, I still think Nathan Fillion, because like he'd be a much more likable character.
I don't want him likable. I don't want him likable.
Oh man,
Yeah, that's super
who
good.
do I want as the little squirrely, like drunk Irish guy?
Yeah. I mean, who would be?
Yeah, the tech guy.
Yeah, instead of like the jokey Dudley Moore.
Oh yeah, we did pick Dudley Moore for him.
Yeah, but you could do way fucking better.
No, I'd like to see that. That'd be cool.
I mean, that'd be neat. How about Sean Connery? Like an older Sean Connery. Like Highlander years.
Because he'd still be like, he'd still be like physically commanding. Like he's still a big dude. Like,
Oh, you're thinking like the character needs to be small.
yeah, like
Okay.
a little dude.
All right. I see what you're saying. So like a Tom Cruise. Like real small?
Like a scrawny dude.
Oh.
Yeah, fucking Tom Cruise is,
He's
got
thick.
fire hydrant. Yeah,
He's a thickie.
5 feet tall and fucking
5 feet wide.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know. I really could have done without this character, the second
He is kind
the
of
second scientist. And
I mean, literally, like they
he's
just shoot him in the
literally
head. Yeah.
he's like just downs out. But I guess they need him to be there to show how crazy Rhodes is without getting rid of a main character.
See, that is like
You know what I
typically
mean?
reserved for like the like second in command henchman, like in an action movie, like
Yeah.
the henchman who gets killed to show how crazy the head bad guy really is.
Yeah. I'll kill my own guy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
like Bob in Batman, and by the Joker, like
Yeah.
Bob gun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should fucking rate this movie. We've been rambling a while about this.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's good rambling. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
no, yeah.
Good.
It's good stuff to unpack here.
All right, I'll go first. Let's go with the year 8.5.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I thought you were gonna go higher than that for sure.
No, I mean like, I think 8.5 is fair. Like if I'm going like, I mean, I gave The Exorcist a 10 because like that's in my DNA. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I couldn't possibly give that anything less than a 10. But I'm gonna be realistic here. Like it's an 8.5.
I don't think I gave Dawn a 10. I think I went high though. I think I went like
I
9
think
or 9.5.
I think you went 9 something. Yeah.
Um,
I think I was in the 7s.
yeah, I do really, really enjoy this movie, especially like rewatching it today. Like I definitely appreciate it a lot more.
Yeah.
Like I do appreciate like the tension, the slow build. There we go.
Jesus.
I don't know, but for me, for what I'm looking for in a zombie movie, like it doesn't scratch like the itch. Like I get that it's something different. I don't know, but it just doesn't hit hard enough for me.
Did you
like,
want more zombies? Is
I
that
think
it maybe?
so. I don't know. Like, I do think that this story, like, there are enough zombies because like where else would you put more zombies in this movie?
Yeah.
You know, I mean they're always there. They're just a presence there the whole movie.
Yeah.
So it's not like you could have them more like integrated into the story. They're just there. Yeah, I don't know. So for me, like I'm still gonna go high on this. I'm gonna give it an 8 for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I do really, really like this movie. But for me, like no, Dawn of the Dead, like all the way.
Yeah.
And again, not to take anything away from this.
Yeah, I want to say like Romero was always setting the trend. So think about it like this. So there weren't really like quote unquote zombie movies before Night of the Living Dead, not the way we know them now.
Yeah.
And then after that, you would start getting more. And then he does Dawn of the Dead, right? So then you start getting some more intense movies. Like you get, your Italian zombie movies that are kind of presenting themselves as sequels to things that he's already made, kind of in the same vein. And then he makes this one, which is more, what is the zombie plague doing to the people? And then you start getting more movies like that. And then, like, he's always, like, just ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
I think is what it is. And this
Even
one...
with, like, Land of the Dead, like, within, like, I think 5 years of that, you get fucking... The Walking Dead, which is like almost a similar type of thing, where it's like this the long-term story of the survivors.
Yeah. So what has happened after society has completely crumbled?
Yeah.
What a fucking legacy that guy's got.
For real, man.
Jesus Christ.
Like, it's almost a shame that like the later zombie movies didn't do, because like I think at that point he isn't on the cutting edge anymore, like especially with like Diary of the Dead. Like, it's like a found footage movie. He's behind the curve at that point. Like, the curve, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, do we have other like found footage zombie movies?
Well, found footage horror is already a thing at that point.
Sure.
Like, he's just adding another entry into that genre.
Yeah.
Instead of like doing something new with it, basically. Like,
yeah. So it's not like I said, I haven't seen any of them past Land of the Dead. Is there anything in them that like kind of changes the axis of the zombie movie other than adding a found footage element to it?
Not really. I forget what the other one is called. There's Survival of the Dead. Survival of the Dead, mainly I remember it being like a family feud story, basically. Like, there's two...
Oh, kind of going back to the night?
Like, no, it's just two families, like, living on an island that there's, like... these two families don't get along. And then, like, there's just also zombies. Like, it's barely a fucking zombie movie.
No.
I've only seen it, like, once, and I just did not like it at all.
Yeah.
Diary of the Dead, I did, like... I remember liking it. I still have only seen it maybe, like, once, maybe twice. But I remember liking it a lot more than Survival of the Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, are you ready for some trivia?
I am ready for some trivia. Still gotta get that soundbite back in the show. Yeah.
Very excited.
I've been putting it in the audio.
Okay.
All right, that works.
I think.
Pretty sure. I don't remember, but whatever. Yeah. I believe you.
I think. Listen, I might be half in the bag every time I edit the podcast. Okay, so cut me some fucking slack, would you please? Let me crack this beer before we get into trivia. This delicious Utica Club beer.
Refreshing. It's just, a good time in a bottle. Again, if you guys wanted to
absolutely
sponsor us.
Delightful. We would love a beer sponsorship.
Yeah.
If anybody out there knows anybody at Utica Club beer.
Fine Utica Club beer. Wait, there we go.
2X pure, baby. First beer sold after Prohibition.
And probably during.
Definitely during. Was it? It's currently brewed through Saranac?
Is it really?
I think so.
I do not enjoy Saranac beer.
They're fine. Well, if they make Utica Club, they make a great beer.
I think somebody described it as tastes like bug spray.
It's not inaccurate. Okay, on to the trivia. All the extras who portrayed zombies in the climax received for their service a cap that said, "I played a zombie in Day of the Dead," a copy of the newspaper from the beginning of the film, the one that says "The Dead Walk," and $1.
They didn't even get the donut like the people in Dawn of the Dead.
All of that shit is worth it, though.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to see if we can get our hands on one of those hats.
What was the name of the restaurant?
Oh, Jesus.
Steak something or...
Oh, in the fucking...
in Dawn of the Dead?
Dawn of the Dead. Ooh.
The Steakery. The Steakery.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't even get to go to the Steakery. It wasn't the Steakery. It's like something Steakery.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's like we've got a research guy over here.
Yeah.
The underground facility was not a soundstage. It was shot in the Wampum Mine, a former limestone mine near Pittsburgh that has been used for an underground storage facility. The 2.5 million square foot mine
Holy shit.
is now operated as the Gateway Commerce Center and referred to as the Surface Storage Facility. That's absurd.
Jesus.
Right after Logan tells the zombie that it needs to sit in the dark and think about what it did and punishes it by turning off the light, a little bit of the gonk music from Dawn of the Dead can be heard in the transition scene. That's like the dumbest part of this movie for me. It's like, why are you playing throwback music?
Yeah.
Like, I had an ass full of carnival music in Dawn of the Dead. I don't need it in Day of the Dead.
There was another callback to Dawn of the Dead. He calls
all the malls are closed.
Yeah, there was he calls the one guy Flyboy too.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Let's see. During a vacation break in filming, makeup artist Greg Nicotero used the realistic and gruesome model of his own head to play a practical joke on his mother, which I imagine that poor woman has been tortured.
Probably not the first or last time he did that to her. Like,
no. God damn it, Greg. Greg Nicotero, mother torturing piece of shit.
Probably a really nice guy. Though,
he's probably a sweetheart. He seems like the coolest dude.
Yeah.
Let's see. During Miguel's sedation, Lori Cardiel told Anthony DeLeo Jr. to actually slap her to make it look more authentic.
Oh, he went to town, man.
He did. Now, can you imagine if he was just like, all right, and then just wallop the shit out?
Bitch, be cool.
Like he really decked her with that slap. But imagine if he put a lot into it, you know?
Like wound up, like
like fingers touched the fucking floor first.
Started, as they say, like in Alabama, like it came up through the Carolinas. Like I think it's an Eddie Murphy joke. That might be Steve Harvey. I forgot who said it.
No. Danny Aiello punch you in your mouth, Eddie.
You ever get your ass kicked in the twisted suit, Eddie?
Hey! God damn it.
Hey, buddy.
The budget for George A. Romero's original script was estimated at $7 million, but he would only be given the money if he could film an R-rated film. He was told that if he wanted to go ahead and shoot an unrated film with no limits on gore, the budget would be split in half to 3.5. And this is impressive for $3.5 million.
Yeah, for sure. Like I don't know, like I did express frustration at George Romero for not like lowering the movie to the R. But you know what? Fuck them producers for not fucking giving him the full budget on
it's
that.
Like you saw what he did
Yeah.
in 2 previous movies. Give the man his fucking money.
Yeah, exactly. Like let him fucking go nuts, man.
But this was the last time he ever like sought studio money. Like cuz this whole situation soured him so much on studios. He was just like, fuck it. I'll raise the money on my own for everything else I make.
Yeah.
And we're done here.
Yeah, you just make the movie I want to make.
Yeah. Tony Todd auditioned for the role of John. He would later play the lead role in Night of the Living Dead in 1990, a color remake of the first movie in the Dead series.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, he could have done it.
Yeah.
He could have done it.
Awesome.
He could have done it great. Would he have pulled off the fake stupid accent? Would he?
I hope not.
I don't think so. One of the makeup technicians criticized the manager's choice to play Michael Jackson's Thriller on set. If you look closely, there is a zombie dressed like Michael Jackson because of this.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's another hidden object in this fucking movie, and I have never seen it, but now I'm going to look for it every fucking time.
Oh god.
I'll get to it. and you're gonna love it. All above ground scenes were filmed at several locations around Florida. No makeup required. Where George Romero was living at the time.
That explains that, I guess.
Yeah, that looks like Florida.
Yeah.
That looks like the people who are in Florida. They have leprosy now. God knows why.
Yeah, leprosy is you just get it in Florida for some reason. They don't know why.
Here's your Florida driver's
license.
license.
That's not a joke either. That's real.
Here's your Florida driver's license. Here's your leprosy. Watch out for the meth heads. British band Gorillaz have sampled several audio clips from both Dawn of the Dead
Fuck yeah, man.
and
M1A1.
Day of the Dead. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that song.
Portions of the music and some dialogue from the latter feature are in the track M1A1
Yeah.
on their 2001 debut album, and some of Bub the Zombie's grunts appear alongside sound clips of the news reporters from Dawn of the Dead on one of their B-sides, Hip Albatross.
Oh, yeah.
Furthermore, part of the score from Dawn of the Dead is used in the intro track to the 2005 album, Demon Days. So they like Romero movies.
Yeah.
Well, he
Damon Albarn does anyway, yeah.
He definitely is. No, like he's like the main creative force behind all that. Like, and the artist, I'm blanking on his name.
Oh,
the guy that
Jamie
drew all the
Howlett.
Yeah, the Tank Girl guy.
Yeah.
What does he do? Just like bring in like studio musicians for all the other shit? Like,
Yeah, it's been like a rotating group of people.
yeah. So there's no like Gorillaz band. It's just whoever he can get in the studio.
I think so. I don't know if it's because he's difficult to work with or whatever, but like,
Yeah. Or if that was the point of the project, maybe.
yeah, I know. Like, I think on the first album, fucking, what's their names from the Talking Heads are like two of the people on it, Tina Weymouth and fucking her husband.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the other one was like Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
Yeah.
And then there's like one more, Dan the Automator, I think. And I think he was like he was like the second kind of like next to Damon Albarn, like was like also like very influential and like where that went. Like when he left, that's when things like I think it was after Demon Days. So that's like when you get Demon Days to like Plastic Beach.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of a weird like shift in sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Demon Days, but man, that first album just like did it for me.
Yeah, that is an amazing album. Like I think both those albums are really good. Like, I mean, like listening wise, you can just put in that first album and listen to the whole thing like front to back. It's awesome. Like, artistically, fucking Demon Days is like amazing. Like I think it's the better album.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's a Demon Days is more of an experience. I think is the phrasing that I would use. Where the self-titled first album was just a better musical experience. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I think the songs are structured better on the first album, and then like don't get me wrong, there's awesome fucking songs on Demon Days, but then there's just like weird shit like spoken word poetry over some beats, you know, like
Dennis Hopper reading a story, yeah. But yeah, so like I think on Plastic Beach, I think you get like one of the dudes from the Sex Pistols, I think, and one of the dudes from the Clash, like Paul Simonon and fucking is it Mick Jones?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, Mick Jones and why am I blanking on his fucking name? The fucking singer from the Sex Pistols.
Johnny Rotten?
Yeah. They're the only two that like anybody gives a shit about right now anyway. So like
oh yeah. Like why did it take me so long to come up with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why did it take me so long
Jesus
to come
Christ,
up with
it's like there's a chemical imbalance in my brain right now.
You get Ike Turner on that album too.
Is it the sound of the back of his hand? Rest in peace, Tina Turner.
Yeah, no, I do love Gorillaz though. Fuck,
They're fun. Like it's a cool like break from like normal music, I guess.
Yeah, like weird poppy Japanese like kind of.
Don't even try.
Yeah, yeah. Just throw any genre in there, and you'll
Yeah.
hit.
There's
hit it
something.
eventually.
All right, let's get back to trivia here. George Romero held a great appreciation for the talent community in Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, and utilized the same casting agency he used for Dawn of the Dead. He specifically requested that all extras previously contracted for Dawn of the Dead be called back for casting in Day of the Dead, which is why many of the zombies that appear in this film may look familiar. This is also how Joseph Pilato, who appeared only briefly in a previous film, got his part in the main cast.
Yeah, there's a lot of crossover between the two movies, as I discovered as I was doing the research.
Yep. Going back to Joseph Pilato, his line, "choke on them," as he's being ripped apart by zombies, was an ad lib by the actor, which is amazing that like an ad lib line became iconic. Like that's one of my favorite moments in this movie, where he's being torn apart and he's just telling the zombies choke on his guts. Like, how spiteful are you? Like, that's insane. Let's see. In the last work of Romero, the book The Living Dead, it is revealed that the 3 survivors from the Day of the Dead did not survive and became zombies on the island. So I don't know what The Living Dead is. Like, is that like a novel that he wrote, or is it just like musings that he had? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And this is gonna be our last trivia fact for the night here. If one looks closely at Rhodes as he's being torn in half, they'll see that a large section of his innards is a blood-covered rubber chicken.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. I can't wait. That's it for the trivia. I cannot wait for that scene to come up again.
Oh, it's the hidden object you've been
fucking
trying to...
look. Yeah. Oh, look, Salem's Lot.
Salem's Lot. All right, on to the better known as.
Yeah.
I know you. I know you. I knew you. I knew you. But you ain't you.
All right. We will start off with director George A. Romero, who we have actually who we have actually talked about before.
Previously.
Yeah, again, as we have done Night of the Living Dead as our episode 100. It's hard to believe that was 17 episodes ago already.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Look, your ceiling growled.
Yeah. And we also did Dawn of the Dead. There's the shot of the zombies fucking eating guts from the original one.
Yep.
I mean, again, we've talked about them. So this really. Oh, we did Land of the Dead also. Jesus.
Yeah.
Really not much else to talk about. I mean, we were familiar with him at this point. If you're a horror fan,
yeah, the man's a visionary.
Yeah, he is. One of the greats. So we're just gonna move right. I still haven't seen Monkey Shines. I've never seen that movie.
I may have.
Yeah.
Like a million years ago. That was one of those ones I always saw on the shelf.
I just rewatched the remake of The Crazies a couple weeks ago. That's a really good movie.
Was it?
Yeah, I do enjoy that.
Who was in that one?
Timothy Olyphant.
Yeah, that's what
I don't think there's anybody else really like notable. So we're gonna move right on. Laurie Cardille, who played Sarah in this movie, still in stuff. Has 3 things coming out. Nothing really, notable.
Yeah.
She was on a TV series in 2016, Doomsday, just an episode.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, "Oh, was that the movie Doomsday?" No,
nope,
it wasn't.
It was not. Iron City Ass Kickers in 2021.
That's a weird.
Why are these dates all out of order? That's weird.
I don't know.
Yeah. She was in an episode of Tales from the Dark Side, 1986.
That was George Romero's like
his
Twilight
anthology
Zone.
series.
Right?
Yeah, like Tales from the Crypt, basically, without like the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, and it was him and Stephen King did Creepshow, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember just the beginning of that show, like seeing the intro would freak me out when I was a kid.
Oh,
So
Tales from the Dark Side.
Yeah, because I knew it'd be a scary thing coming on. Like, yeah.
The scary door.
Yeah. Tales from the Dark Side. A lot of people in this were in The Equalizer, at least for an episode or so. She was in one episode, 1985. Her first role, 1975, in the soap opera Ryan's Hope. Moving on, Terry Alexander, who played John in this movie, has been in some movies, still in stuff, has 2 things coming out. Romero's Elegy. It's a voice in that, so I'm wondering if that's like a documentary or maybe something animated.
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Anything worth noting? It's an episode of Law and Order SVU. 6 episodes of a TV series called Deadline. An episode of original flavor Law and Order in 1999.
Hell yeah.
Still have never seen a single episode of any Law and Order series.
I like the original.
Yeah.
Like once they got into like, you know, this is all rape crimes. It's like, I
It's the Dave Chappelle joke. The fucking, this is pussy juice. Fucking Ice-T like is investigating like sexual crimes. There's this substance that is slippery. The taste is, this is pussy juice.
John
Yes.
Mulaney does a whole bit about that too.
Yeah.
You mean people like little girls?
Oh, like
Just like half an hour later, executive producer Dick Wolf. Just confused about everything.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I tend not to watch any Law and Order past like, I don't know, the year 2000.
Yeah.
Homicide: Life on the Street I watched quite a bit of. I did definitely. I
Never saw it.
I was into a lot of those old cop shows because my grandfather was in a lot of those old cop shows,
Okay.
so it was just the thing to do on a Saturday night was watch fucking reruns of that shit.
He was in the movie Gloria in 1999 with Sharon Stone. He's in the movie Conspiracy Theory in 1997 with Mel Gibson and Julia Roberts.
The movie was not good.
No, not good at all. He's in an episode of NYPD Blue in 1996, an episode of New York Undercover in 95. It's like a Cagney and Lacey TV movie in 1995 also. He's in House 3 in 1989.
Just don't.
Yeah,
Just 1 and 2. That's it. That's all you need.
I don't think I've seen 3. I've seen 4.
Skipped right over 3, huh?
Well, I think,
There was 3 hard to find.
yeah, I think it's like a Critters 3 type of situation
Yeah.
where like you just don't find it anywhere.
What's I want to say like Phantasm 2 was impossible to find forever.
Oh, really?
One of the early Phantasms. It might have been. It was 2 or 3.
All right.
Yeah.
In an episode of Amen in 1988, an episode of 2 episodes of Benson in the early 80s, 82 and 84.
Killing it on Benson, huh?
Yeah, a lot of TV like sitcoms. Give Me a Break, 1984. Hill Street Blues, a cop show from the early 80s. It's on 4 episodes of that. It's on Aftermash in 1983.
Ah, yes, horror classic
Yeah,
Aftermath. Yes.
yeah. In an episode of the Fame TV series, 1982. Anything else?
I mean, I like a TV show named after a David Bowie song.
1973, one of his first roles, The Werewolf of Washington.
What?
Yeah. Never heard of it.
Mm.
Moving on, Joseph Pilato. I believe this.
Got a great workout routine.
I just want to check something. I'm sorry, this was not his first role. First, okay, I can go back. To
I
these.
just saw some fucking bangers through those credits that you flip through.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
God
we'll get
damn,
there.
son.
Some of the more recent notable things: Night of the Living Dead, Darkest Dawn. I think it was like the animated movie they did a couple of years back.
I didn't know that was a thing. Holy shit! It's a 3.8.
Can't be good. He played Harry Cooper. You bunch of yo-yos. Let's see. Lords of EverQuest. He's a lot of voiceover video game work. Lords of EverQuest 2003.
I never got into EverQuest.
Yeah, same here.
Like I when EverQuest 2 went free to play, I started it, and I think I played for maybe 2 hours.
Yeah, no, never played. Does a voice in Might and Magic 9. Does a voice. He's the Metal Greymon in Digimon. There's like a couple of series there, and the movie. Let's see. Music from Another Room.
I did watch a decent amount of Digimon as a kid.
That was after I was aged out of all that.
Yeah.
1997 Star Trek Starfleet Academy video game. It's in Wishmaster in 1997.
Wishmaster only has a 5.8.
What?
Never saw that.
So
It's fine. I think it lives more in the 6.5 range, but
All right. He is in 36 episodes of Beetleborgs.
good God.
He shows up in Pulp Fiction. He's the Dean Martin impersonator at the restaurant that fucking
Holy
John
shit.
Travolta and Uma Thurman go to.
Ooh.
Jackrabbit Slims.
Uh-huh. You mean that's vanilla ice cream and milk. You don't
It's
put bourbon in it.
$5.
You don't put bourbon in it or nothing.
And like a $5 milkshake now is
That's
pretty reasonable.
Great.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucking awesome. Yeah.
It's a good fucking milkshake. He's in an episode of The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
Yes.
1993.
How can you go wrong with Ash and Sho'nuff and Billy Drago
And the Old West.
in the Old West?
He's in the movie Gung Ho in 1986 with Michael Keaton.
Great movie.
And-
Deserves way more than a 6.3.
yeah.
Way more.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. It's
pushing
been
an
Harsh
8.
Raiders, yeah.
a long time since
Yeah.
I've seen that. He's in an episode of Spencer for Hire in 1985. His first role, Dawn of the Dead, as the officer at the police dock. That was the we did that movie. We talked about like when I was watching it. I'm like, I have never fucking seen this scene before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where they're at the police dock, like talking to the fucking cops there. We're gonna move on. Next
Yep.
up,
Get him the
we
fuck out of here.
have Jarlath Conroy.
I'm pretty sure I've made a D&D character with that name.
Yeah, that is definitely like you rolled and got that name. Fucking
It's just like fantasy name generator.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah.
he played McDermott in this movie. As far as anything else notable, he shows up in 2 episodes of The Nick in 2015. He was the hypnotist. Clench and Release. That's got to be a
You don't have to do a porn name for that movie.
Yeah.
It's the Kegel
Oh,
movie.
yeah, it's a Kegel's instructional video.
His name is Sketchy Guy.
Sketchy guy in Clench and Release. He's in a movie called Putzel in 2012.
Yikes.
Shows up in an episode of Law & Order SVU 2011. He's in the True Grit remake in 2010. I just watched that again recently.
It's fine.
I enjoyed the fuck out of
I
that
like
movie.
it. I guess I like it more than the John Wayne version. But I mean, it's an iconic John Wayne character.
Yeah, Rooster
Like, it's-
Cogburn.
I mean, they gave that character a sequel.
Yeah. He does a voice in Grand Theft Auto 4. He shows up in that fucking horrible Across the Universe movie.
You know, I'm going to say it. Grand Theft Auto 4 is better than Grand Theft Auto 5. Fucking fight me.
4 is the one with like Nico Bellic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, cousin, let's go bowling.
Yeah, that does have a much better story, I will say. Yeah. Let's see. Fucking yeah. You don't get much Tracksuit Mafia like fucking centered stuff.
Yeah.
He also shows up in an episode of NYPD Blue, 1994.
Of course. Well, he's an actor.
Yeah. He's in. Oh no, it's the TV movie of the Elephant Man. We're
that's
gonna
not
go
the one.
right on by. It's in the movie Heaven's Gate in 1980. There's like one of the most notorious bombs in like Hollywood history.
Really?
Yep. Anthony DeLeo Jr. played Miguel in this movie. He shows up in some other Romero stuff, but before we get to that, he's in Lorenzo's Oil with Susan Sarandon. 1992, Bob Roberts with fucking Tim fucking Robbins. 1992. He is in the remake of Night of the Living Dead. He's the knife zombie.
Mm-hmm.
He is in Monkey Shines, and his first role is in Night Riders in 1981. There's another Romero property.
Oh, was it?
I believe so. I think this came up last time when we were talking about Dawn of the Dead.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Written and directed by George Romero.
A medieval reenactment troupe struggles to maintain its family-like dynamic amid pressure from local authorities, interest from talent agents, and their king's delusions of grandeur.
It sounds like a wacky, like, comedy. Like,
It's like
That's amazing.
sounds like a Broken Lizard movie.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
That's literally like role models, but
yeah.
God. Damn.
Night Riders. Well, that's coming.
Is
up
that?
Peter Weller? No, Ed Harris.
Yeah. And of course, Tom Savini's in it too.
Oh,
soon. And it's free on Tubi and
Yeah.
Pluto
Well, guess who's watching
and
that?
Sling and Roku,
We're gonna
Crackle
move
and
on.
Amazon and Plex.
Richard Liberty, old Dick Liberty.
That's a porno name.
Yeah. Played Logan, or AKA Dr. Frankenstein, in this movie.
Yep.
Some of the other things he was in: Just Cause with Sean Connery in 1995. Flight of the Navigator in 1986. That was a Disney movie. He shows up in the original Miami Vice.
Miami
TV
Vice.
series.
I love Miami Vice.
He shows up in Porky's 2 the next day in
Gross.
1983. His first role is in The Crazies, the original Crazies in 1973. I've never seen the original version of that, but again, I did like the remake.
I have not seen either one.
Sherman Howard played Bub in this movie. He's been fucking in a lot of places. He's still in stuff. Has something upcoming that was out in 1981. I don't know how that is a thing. Yeah, it shows up in an episode of the South Jersey Horror Podcast, which is showing up quite a bit on this podcast.
Yeah.
As of lately.
Shout out to the South Jersey Horror Podcast.
Yeah. You guys are doing something right. Shows up in that show Blue Bloods for an episode.
Oh, that is the ultimate old man fucking TV show.
The Blacklist shows up in an episode of that, another old man TV show. Does a voice in Star Wars The Old Republic. Shows
Cool,
up
cool.
in an episode of Homeland in 2011. Does a voice in Red Dead Redemption.
Fuck yeah.
2010. They're doing a remaster of that game, I believe. It's going to be coming out soon.
Yeah.
They probably sold me a copy of that. Yeah. 2 episodes of original flavor Law and Order. Does a voice in the Daxter video game 2006. Does a voice in the Jade Empire video game 2005. Shows up in an episode of Malcolm in the Middle in 2004. Shows up in Jack 2, the video game, 2003. Shows up in The Mummy, the TV series, the animated cartoon. For one episode.
Yeah. I remember watching that a little. I mean, I was a fucking senior in high school. I was like, I like that first Mummy movie. Let me check out the cartoon. I did not enjoy that at all.
It was not good. Yeah. Does a voice in Devil May Cry 2. That was 2003. Red Faction 2, 2002. Shows up Command and Conquer Renegade 2002.
Have you noticed that we cannot go more than 5 episodes without coming across somebody that's done a voice in Command and Conquer?
Yeah. Or Wing Commander shows up.
Yeah,
a lot
Wing
too.
Commander's pretty common.
Yeah. Shows up in an episode of Charmed in 2002. More video game voice work. Star Trek Armada 2001. Jack and Daxter, The Precursor Legacy 2001. Another Command and Conquer. An episode of Invader Zim. All in 2001. This dude knocked it out of the park in 2001.
He was looking to retire in 2002. I
Yeah.
think that's what it was.
Shows up
9/11.
Ruined a man's whole career.
Goddamn
Right?
Saudis.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so that's getting clipped. So Trump 2024 and goddamn Saudi
Those are going together.
together. I like when something comes together.
Shows up in an episode of Star Trek Voyager in 2001. Shows up in An American Tale, The Mystery of the Night Monster in 1999.
No, thank you.
I remember seeing that first one in the fucking movie theater.
I did not. I didn't know.
It was well before you were born, I'm going to say.
Yeah. I don't know about well before, but before.
I think it was 1984 or 1985.
Well, I was born in 85.
All right.
I didn't know that Fievel Goes West was a sequel.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. This Jewish mouse is
I also
going out
didn't
to
know that
Wild
The
West.
Rescuers Down Under was a sequel.
Shows up in 6 episodes of Batman Beyond. Did some voice work.
Show's
there.
fucking aces.
It was an awesome fucking show. Is in the Batman Beyond movie. In the
Oh, the
Zorro cartoon.
Jumanji cartoon as well. Played
Oh,
Van
yeah.
Pelt.
Jumanji cartoon. 26 episodes of the Zorro cartoon.
I don't recall that one.
Yeah, no. Another American Tale sequel, The Treasure of Manhattan Island. Shows up in the Hercules Disney TV series.
This guy had a goddamn busy 98.
This dude was, doing all the... Like, 98, he's like, all right, this is the year I'm going to retire. Like, something happened in 98. All right, 2001, that's when I'm really going to retire.
Yeah.
Something happened then. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Superman the Animated Series, Men in Black the Animated Series.
Oh, good. Extreme Ghostbusters.
Extreme Ghostbusters, ER. Nash Bridges, he shows up in an episode of Pacific Blue, USA
Yes!
classic TV series.
Yes.
2 episodes of Walker, Texas Ranger.
Did Walker tell him he's got AIDS?
He does a voice in the Return of the Jedi radio drama in 1996. One of the greatest TV series of all time, Renegade in 1996.
I really thought you were going to say Murder, She Wrote.
Oh,
I was
no,
so
no.
ready to push buttons.
Nope. No, when we go to Renegade, we've got to get like a motorcycle clip.
Yeah, like a
Or
motorcycle
just sticks
and like
Renegade.
just greasy like bro energy like noise somehow.
I think what you're asking for is a Creed song
Yeah,
on top of a motorcycle noise.
and maybe like somebody like spraying like some polo on themselves or like. Anyway, he's in an episode of Home Improvement in 1996. Mad About You, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. He's in Problem Child 3. Never saw past 2.
Don't
Yeah.
keep the streak alive.
This dude is all over TV, like in the 90s. Sliders, Sequest 2032.
Man, I can go for a hamburger.
Yeah, go for several sliders. He shows up in a great episode of Seinfeld.
Roy.
Yeah, the one with the Junior Mint. Like, he's getting surgery, and like Jerry and Kramer go to watch the surgery, and like Kramer has Junior Mints, and like he's trying to offer them to Jerry during the surgery because they're like it's one of those like theater. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and like he knocks it out of his hand. Like you see the Junior Mint go flying into the air and like lands inside of him.
Junior Mint?
Yeah, they're junior. They're minty. They're very refreshing. Melrose Place in 2 episodes, 1992.
Oh, you're gonna skip right over Major Dad.
Yes.
I see how you are.
Yeah, he was in Major Dad for an episode.
Just
He
like
was-
just like the rest of society. Pretend Major Dad never fucking existed.
He was Lex Luthor in the Superboy TV series in the 80s, and that went for 3 years into the 90s. Damn.
Jesus.
Shows up in an episode of Quantum Leap.
Has Superman had more TV series than any other superhero? I gotta go
Possibly.
yes.
But yeah, you might be right.
Because you had, Superboy.
There was one like,
The original,
in
like-
the 50s.
Yeah, like the original serials and shit.
Yeah. There's the George Reeves one. There's I mean if you want to count the animated one in the 90s.
Superboy. Well, you had like 3 shows in the 90s to begin with.
Superboy, Smallville,
Lois and Clark.
Lois and Clark.
Yeah, there's no way anybody's got more than that.
And then you have what's the new one? It's not Lois and Clark, but it's like
Yeah.
Superman and Lois,
Yeah.
which is actually pretty. I watched like again with all of those like Berlanti shows First 2 seasons really good, and then just like after that, just
Well, because they probably went, I've got a really good idea for a couple of seasons of a show.
Yeah.
And then they went like, more, gimme.
Star Trek: The Next Generation, 1990. Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
Why the fuck does Next Gen only have an 8.7?
Only an 8.7?
Oh, only an 8.7. Yeah, I fucking said it.
Shows up in an episode of Alf in 1990. Also shows up in Baywatch in 89. Shows up in... How the fuck does Freddy's Nightmares have a 6.2? That show is terrible.
Yeah, it sucked ass. I don't know if anybody out there has ever watched Freddy's Nightmares or knows what it is or heard us bitch about it before. It's an anthology show a la, Tales from the Dark Side, Crypt, like Twilight Zone. Just like all the interstitial shit is Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, he's the Crypt Keeper, basically.
But the fucking show sucked ass.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
He's in Lethal Weapon 2 in 89. Saw that in the theater with my dad. I was 10. Also shows up in Miami Vice in 89. He's in K-9 with Jim Belushi in 1989.
That's probably the best thing he's ever done.
K-9, Jim Belushi.
Yeah.
Anything else worth mentioning? Shows up in 3 episodes of the Max Headroom
Headroom.
series. He also shows up in Tales from the Dark Side for an episode. His first role, 1963, General
Jesus.
Hospital. Moving on, Gary Howard Clark. He played Steele in this movie.
Steele.
He was in an episode of Law and Order SVU, as well as original flavor.
Is he
Law and
dead?
Order.
He's
Died
gotta
in
be dead.
2020 he died.
He stopped acting in 1999?
Yeah. He's in the movie Hackers in 1995.
Only a
Planet.
6.2.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
He's in Cadillac Man with Robin Williams in 1990. Miami Blues with Alec Baldwin, 1990. Pink Cadillac with Clint Eastwood, 1989. He's in the movie Big with Tom Hanks, 1988. Three Men and a Baby, 1987.
He's in awesome fucking movies.
Yeah. Spencer for Hire shows up again, 86. The Equalizer again, 85. Ryan's Hope shows up again. That's the first time that show's ever been mentioned, let alone shown up twice on this show. Moving on.
I don't know. I like a guy that looks like a fucking diesel mechanic. You know what I mean? Like, near and dear to my fucking heart.
Up next, we have Greg Nicotero, who is most well known, of course, for being a fantastic fucking makeup artist.
Yeah.
He's
got a signature look.
Yeah.
He really does.
Yeah. Nicotero zombies, like, for sure, like, have a look to them. He did a lot of stuff on The Walking Dead, most of the makeup effects there. Also shows up as a walker in a couple of episodes, 9 of them, to be exact. He's in a Run the Jewels video in 2021.
As a hillbilly?
Hillbilly, yeah. He's in the movie Piranha 3D in 2010.
Ew.
He's in Inglourious Bastards in 2009. Gestapo Major. Ginger Dead Man 2. He's in Diary of the Dead, 2007. He's in the Hills Have Eyes remake in 2006.
I didn't know he acted this much.
Yeah, 23 credits he's got as an actor. Land of the Dead, 2005. Oh, he's in that piece of shit werewolf movie, Cursed. How the fuck does that have a 5?
Man pushing Dracula's coffin?
He's in the House on Haunted Hill remake in 99. He is in fucking From Dusk Till Dawn, 1996. He's in Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers,
Blah.
89. He's in Evil Dead 2. He's the fucking hand. No shit, I didn't know that.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
God damn.
He was also the head. The one on the fucking long neck.
Oh yeah. Long neck Pee-wee head. That sounds like a really creepy, like, dick euphemism.
Yeah. Show me your long neck Pee-wee head.
Yeah. Oh. Then get in the white van, kid.
Yeah, I'll be your daddy.
Up next, we have Don Brockett.
That's a fucking name.
Yeah. He is probably most well known as Chef Brockett in 135 episodes of
What?
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Yeah. You ever see that documentary about fucking Mr. Rogers?
I have never seen a documentary about fucking Mr. Rogers. No, I have not.
If you ever want to weep like uncontrollably.
Deep inside Mr. Rogers.
Yeah. No, it's all about like fucking like they tried to like basically like find like anything wrong about like Mr. Rogers and like
Oh, they were looking to see if he was a PB toucher?
yeah, and like basically like, he's
And they
one
were
of the
like,
few cases where like
No, he's a fucking saint.
he's like a genuinely like wholesome good person.
I have not, but
It
I
will make you weep like a fucking child.
I want to say I've passed it, and then was like, I don't want to cry today.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Like,
Like ugly cry, like
yeah, I'll save that for when I'm whiskey drunk and I need it.
I will be your neighbor. I will. He's in the movie House Guest with is it the Sinbad movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
1995. Money for Nothing. Is that the fucking? That's not Charlie Sheen. No, that's John Cusack.
Yeah. You know how everybody has like, every straight dude has a man crush?
Yeah,
John Cusack.
John Cusack.
That's mine.
He's in some awesome fucking movies.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Gross Point Blank. Fucking High Fidelity. Fucking.
High Fidelity is so good.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies
That
of all
is a
time.
great fucking movie. Get your patchouli stank out of my store. He's also in fucking Better Off Dead, One Crazy Summer.
Yeah.
Like both awesome movies.
Yep.
This dude is in Hoffa in 1992 with fucking is it Nicholson who played Hoffa?
Yes.
Yeah. And DeVito played his like buddy. Up.
Look at the fucking mug on him.
Yeah.
How did they make his face that wide?
Cocaine and makeup, baby. Cocaine and makeup.
Pull it back.
Yeah.
Clip it.
Smack it, flip it, rub it down.
Bop it. Twist.
Bob Roberts shows up again, 1992.
I remember that coming out, but I don't remember what the fuck it was.
Yeah, it was like at that time in my life, like that's an adult movie. I don't care what
Yeah.
that's about. Yeah,
It's like,
and not like an adult, like in fucking, like
yeah,
adult
not
movie,
a good adult movie.
Yeah,
It's just like when Mona Lisa Smile came out. I was like, why do all the moms and aunts in my life want to watch this fucking movie?
Blood-sucking pharaohs in Pittsburgh, 1991.
Yikes.
The same year he is in Silence of the Lambs. It's the friendly psychopath.
Oh.
He's in the Night of the Living Dead remake, uncredited as a zombie.
I don't even remember who we're talking about.
No idea. Don Brockett, the chef on fucking Mr. Rogers.
Okay. Who the fuck was he in this?
Featured zombie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so probably some dude who got his head cut off or something.
Yeah.
You're right back there.
No, just like he definitely fits the better known as.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a featured zombie.
He's better known as a main character on fucking
Mr.
Rogers'
Rogers'
Neighborhood.
Last up, William Cameron, who was again featured zombie
Featured
in this
zombie.
movie, was in the Jean-Claude Van Damme classic in 1985, Sudden Death.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
love me some JCVD.
Fuck.
That was like right in that sweet spot too, with like double. Was it double?
Double Impact.
Double impact.
Double Impact.
Double
The
impact.
one with his twin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
You have like Bloodsport, Kickboxer, fucking Universal Soldier, like.
There was a solid 10 years where the man made just fucking banger
Yeah.
movies.
Awesome fucking.
I don't give a shit.
awesome
mindless
shitty
action.
movies. Yeah.
The Muscles from Brussels, babe.
Hard Target.
Was Hard Target the one where he was being hunted?
Yes.
Yeah, with Wilford Brimley as his uncle, his super Cajun uncle. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
You don't know that one?
Yeah.
I love it already.
Yeah,
He's got like
then it was remade as an Ice-T movie in the hood.
yeah.
Oh.
He's got like the fucking like proto mullet in that movie. It's like the mullet that started all mullets. Like it's just like
That's weird. Patient Zero.
yeah.
It's
yeah.
the same hair that Nick Cage had in fucking Con Air.
Yeah.
See,
But,
that I
like,
can picture. Yeah.
like poofier, I'm gonna say.
A little
like,
poofier.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Hoffa shows up again.
You're just gonna skip over the Oksana Bayul movie?
Yeah, right over it. This drunk Russian chick could skate and drive drunk. Well, she couldn't drive drunk so hot.
She could skate like a motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah.
Drunk driving,
Not-
less skill.
Not as talented. Yeah. And that was like around here she got busted too, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I think it was like maybe like in the fucking.
I would probably guess Lake Placid.
No, it was like down like the Catskills maybe or something like that. Like
Why?
South of here, yeah.
What the fuck is she doing in the Catskills?
I don't know.
Banging Tyson?
Old comedy, like yeah, banging Tyson. She was opening for Henny Youngman. Fucking. He's in the remake.
Take my wife, please.
Please. The remake of Night of the Living Dead in 1990. Oh, God damn it! You see all fucking. Really? There's
For
two more in the
more
Seal?
credits.
Yeah. This was his first role, 1985, as the featured zombie.
Jesus Christ.
That will do it for the better known as Onto the Crapshoot.
I love this fucking movie. It's really it. Like I don't know. There's movies out of series that just click with you. You know, like this is mine. Did you watch anything good this week?
That's what I'm thinking about.
I really didn't watch anything.
Futurama wrapped up, which is a really good ending. What else? Haven't watched the new Continental. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought about watching that the other night, and
It's fine. I just don't need this.
yeah,
Yeah, like I don't know.
I started watching Son of Frankenstein last night,
Right.
like with the family, and I was into it and everything. It's just like I've been fucking beat.
Someone with a weird, like fucking, like the constable with the wooden arm, like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, he was in
Like they play it up as a joke in
in
Young Frankenstein. but-
Bride. Why he was in Bride of Frankenstein, wasn't he?
Was it in the Bride? No, I think it's in Son is where he is.
Well, no, he is in Son. but
Yeah.
I could have swore he was in
Yeah, I don't
Bride
remember.
too.
But they play it up as a joke in
Yeah,
in
because
Young
they would, like,
Frankenstein.
Turn his hand and then bring it up and then bring it up again and then put it down.
But it's honestly not that far off from
Yeah.
like what it is in the movie. Like yeah.
yeah. It's like, what is this? But then I fell asleep because I'm old and tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I fall asleep watching the other day?
Look, it's boiled down to, what did you fall asleep watching this week?
Yeah, it was like something I was really like hyped up to watch too, and I'd like I wake up and I see credits, like oh fuck, like
Yeah.
I go back, like
Yep.
yeah, I don't remember what it was. Oh, I watched the new spin-off of The Boys, the first episode of that. That was pretty good.
Generation V?
Gen V, yeah, that was pretty good.
I just can't bring myself to watch it, and I don't know why.
It's a really good.
I liked the comic,
Yeah,
but I think for me the comic was enough. I think,
Oh, the show's
and I didn't
really
even
good.
finish the comic. Like, I read the first like 10 issues, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm good. This is enough. You know, like you can only watch sperm and blood fly through the fucking air so many times before you're just like, yeah, it's desensitized now. Of course, that's Garth Ennis, right? Like he.
yeah. It was
like
a spoiler alert. You do get to see a shrinking chick like literally riding a dude's cock in the first episode of the fucking show. Yeah.
I'm good. I'm so good. You know what I really want? In terms of like,
I think we lost our.
I can't.
in terms of like, like really whack fucking comics that you can turn into TV shows or movies, there's two that stand out to me that I don't think are ever going to get touched. and the first one is Transmetropolitan, which would be a
Oh,
fucking
God.
amazing show.
Especially right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have started filming that 2 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be great. Or The Filth.
Never read The Filth, but I definitely
Oh,
read
I'm
all
gonna
of
let you read The Filth.
Transmetropolitan.
Fucking Grant Morrison, just
All right.
going ape shit.
All right.
Yeah,
Um,
so good.
yeah, they'll.
Oh, man,
you could. I
fucking
don't think you,
Transmetro would be so good.
yeah, they'll never make that.
No, that'd be good. That'd be a really cool cartoon. I think you could do a lot with that in a cartoon.
Yeah.
Just things we'll never get.
Anything else this week? Fucking Ryan and I went and saw
Oh, the new
Expendables 4.
Was that terrible? Because that looks terrible.
It was terrible, but enjoyable. Like enjoyably terrible.
Yeah.
You can tell like they shot it fucking dirt ass cheap.
Oh, sure.
There's like you could tell like most of the movie takes place on like one giant soundstage that they just keep like filming different parts of.
Yeah. Well, what the fuck? What do you think the budgetary like split is for all the people that are going to be in it? You know.
Well, there's only like 5 people, like notable people in the movie. It's not like where it was before, where it was like
Oh, really?
every fucking action star ever.
Yeah. Well, because that
Like-
was awesome twice.
Yeah. No, this one it's only fucking Stallone, fucking Jason Statham's, fucking Randy Orton.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's how like the drop off is real fucking.
Yeah, I saw like 50 Cent is in it.
50 Cent,
Like, what the fuck?
Megan Fox.
I'm out.
Yeah. And that's it as like the notable like big stars.
That's a big yikes for me, dog.
It's mostly like about Jason Taintscum. Fucking.
Fucking disrespect. I go Steakums because it's fun and cheeky. Taint scum?
It fits the sound scheme, okay? Speaking of him, also the Meg 2 hit HBO Max like today.
Oh, did
I
it?
haven't watched it yet.
I'm not gonna until we do an episode because no, I don't give a fuck.
So we should. What you're saying is we should do an episode on it soon.
If you want me to watch it, we're gonna do an episode on it. If you're like, I need to talk to somebody about the fucking Meg 2.
I want to watch it. We probably should save it for an episode.
Yeah. About that.
When do we schedule it?
Yeah. Well, we made our schedule, so we're looking at January. That's a January movie.
Inevitably, like we're gonna have to shift things around.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be our first go-to. It's like it is on deck right now.
I mean, it's new and it's hot, like ish.
And it's terrible.
It's probably fucking awful. I don't wanna.
Let's see. Do we have anything else?
I do not watch TV at home that much anymore. Like I go home and I watch YouTube for a little bit and then I go to bed.
And I check the fuck out.
I am an old man. I listen to podcasts all fucking day at work though. If you want to talk about podcasts, I can talk about podcasts.
Yeah.
I
watched
I finished
a lot of YouTube and podcasts today.
I finished season 1 of the Haunted Objects podcast with Greg and Dana Newkirk, and that's really fun if you are into like kind of woo-woo fucking supernatural shit. It's really good. They have a floorboard from the Amityville house. It's awesome.
All right.
They talk about that kind of shit. Really digging Tales from the Break Room, which is a listener submitted horror story, and it's all like themed about like things that happen on your way to work, on the way home from work, or at work. It makes for like a pretty good variety.
All right.
Especially because it's all like listener submitted. That's really good. What else have I listened to? I fucking love Small Town Murder. Like that's my go-to. It's getting to the point where like I don't listen to it for like a month, and then I love to just binge a shitload of episodes. That's really good. It's just two comedians talking about just hellacious fucking murders that happen in small towns. I think their criteria is like a town that has less than like 3,500 people living in it, or 35,000 people. I don't remember the exact number, but whatever constitutes a small town. I listen to that a lot. There was a vampire. It was set in the 70s. I listen to a lot of audio dramas, but like this one is it's set in the 70s, and it's vampires in New York City.
All right.
I think it's called The Lesser Dead. Really, really good.
All right.
One of the main vampires. What the fuck was her name? She's a fairly famous actress. But that's for another time. But I think that's based on a book. Like they wrote books in a series and then translated it to an audio podcast. That's really good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I shouted it out on our socials, but the Strange Tales of Virgil Kaylock.
Oh yeah,
is
yeah.
really fucking good. Like that's highly, highly recommended if you're into like gothic atmosphere adventure stories.
All right.
Yeah.
That might be the spot we wrap it up at, because I have nothing.
Yeah, dude. I'm just so fucking boring now. Like,
yeah.
I hate to keep harping on it, but like this fucking overtime shit at work is getting to be like soul crushing. So I go to work and then I come home and I just have no energy to even fucking do anything.
Yeah, no, I don't work overtime, but like my new job is like where before my old job, like I just collected a paycheck basically, like and filled a seat. Like I had like 15 minutes of work a week, whereas like this is the complete opposite, where like I have about 15 minutes of breathing room in a week.
Did you kind of take over for that guy that got the axe?
Yeah. Oh, I no, I didn't.
Not officially,
because I never relinquished control. Like pretty much, like we actually like right after he left, they passed out an org chart, and we're on the same fucking level. I thought this guy was supposed to be my boss. Like what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Holy shit! Why am I reporting to this guy? We're on the same level on the org chart. But no, like I have noticed that like I'm having trouble because I'm constantly like focusing on 3 or 4 different things at once.
Yeah.
That, like I'm having trouble focusing on anything anymore, like on one thing at a time.
Well, yeah, because you have fucking brain fatigue.
Yeah, like I forget shit a lot now. Like, I mean, like literally, like let me look something up on my phone. Pull out my phone. What the fuck was I looking up? Like, where am I? What am I? Like, it's really fucking getting to me. Like,
yeah, I just like I work a fairly physical job, so it's like my brain is shot and my body is shot.
Yeah, no, I work a mental job and my brain is like fried.
Yeah, dude, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day sucks dick.
Yeah, I don't fuck that shit. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like probably gonna go right into November.
Ooh.
So I'm not gonna see the sun for a fucking while.
Well, yeah. I mean, not even counting like once you get into November, it's gonna be winter. Like, and you're just not gonna see the sun in general until about fucking April.
Yeah. Motherfucker. Man, I wish I was just independently wealthy. That'd be so good.
Yeah. So good. God. I have 12 years to go before I can just collect a pension as a living.
I don't know if I'm gonna live that long. Still gonna have to go to work though.
12 long years.
Yeah. Think of all that pension money though.
Yeah. I will say I'm going to be making a nice chunk of change for sitting on my ass.
Yeah. All right. Let's go depression drink.
Yeah.
All right. Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn, I think somebody just tried to fall through your floor. You ready for socials?
Yeah.
Let's do some socials. All right. As always, our website is never going to change. It's www.bigdumbmonsterspodcast.com, or if you're too lazy for that, www.bigdumbmonsters.com. different URL, same website. Check it out.
Our website's definitely never going to change because I just renewed it for like 2 years. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what all those GoDaddy emails are about?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? 3.5 an hour.
Because like I was curious, I'm like, when is our domain name expiring? Like, I don't want to lose that. And like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, well, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah. Let's see. Where is? We are on Facebook, Big Dumb Monsters Pod. Check us out there. We try to post fairly often. We got to get in the habit of posting more. Just like dumb bullshit throughout the week.
On the Facebook page, or
All of them.
all of them, yeah.
All of them.
Our Instagram has gotten better.
Yeah.
We're up to like maybe like 4 or 5 posts in a week, which is good. Which is good for us, like almost once a day.
Yeah. I think once a day is probably.
Yeah. We gotta get better at
We gotta
memes, like horror memes,
We need a meme consultant.
like a meme general. Yeah.
We need a memeologist, if you will. Slasher. We're also on Slasher. Big Dumb Monsters podcast. That's a great place to be. I almost said we were on Twitter, but we're not. We left Twitter before it became X.
We were.
We watched it become a cesspool.
We got out the game before it was cool to get out the game.
Decided it was not for us anymore. What else are we on? Steam. We're on Steam. Big Dumb Monsters pod. Nope. Big Dumb Monsters on Steam.
You can find us if you're not watching this live stream. If you're listening to us on audio, you can find us on Twitch at Big Dumb Monsters. You can find us on Instagram and Threads at Big_Dumb_Monsters. We are on YouTube at Big Dumb Monsters. You should come check out our merch store on TeePublic. Lots of different designs. Prices on TeePublic are like what you should be paying for t-shirts, like
especially when they have a fucking sale.
Yeah.
Which they do like, I don't know,
almost weekly. It seems like
weekly, at least once a month.
Yeah. So yeah, grab some swag there.
Grab a fucking $13 t-shirt.
Exactly. Yeah, we got t-shirts, we got banners, we got cups, we got hoodies, whatever you want, we got it.
We don't have any of it. TeePublic has
it all, but it's got our shit.
It's got our designs on it.
Yeah, our shit is all over it. Is that it?
It's probably it.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
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 I don't care.
Yeah.
Check out our link tree.
Check out our link tree to get all of those things we just told you about.
Yeah. www.linktr.ee/Big Dumb Monsters podcast.
Is podcast in there?
Maybe. Probably not.
Shit, who knows?
I think it's just Big Dumb Monsters.
Yeah, it's probably just Big Dumb Monsters.
Branding. Branding talk. I went through and like, I've been like slicing podcast out of like the descriptions of things.
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
We're trying to go all inclusive.
Going legit. Yeah.
Just Big Dumb Monsters Productions, babe.
Yeah, exactly. We fucking make moves and produce shit.
We do produce shit.
A lot of shit.
Yeah. But thank you for listening and enjoying our shit.
Yeah. Might have like specials lined up here and there. Might be doing another episode of the show with like Nick and the guys from Earthworld.
Oh, rad.
Yeah. I got some other stuff working. Some other stuff on the back burner.
Yeah. We definitely have some more stuff in the back burner.
Yeah.
Mainly shit with that producer guy over there.
This guy?
It's been back burning the whole show, folks.
Yep. That feller.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Yeah. If you know us, you know where we're headed.
But now for our weekly words of wisdom. Do not let ghoulies eat your ass.
And never sleep in a deathbed.
Bye-bye.